stall occurs when the wings of an airplane can no longer generate sufficient lift to keep the aircraft in the air. This happens when the angle of attack, the angle between the wing and the oncoming air, becomes too steep. Imagine you're flying at a slow speed, and the nose of the airplane is pitched too high. The wings are now cutting into the air at such an extreme angle that smooth airflow over them is disrupted. Without enough lift, the plane can no longer stay aloft. The wings stop supporting the weight of the aircraft, and it begins to lose altitude rapidly. If a stall happens during a critical phase of flight, like takeoff or landing, the results can be catastrophic. The aircraft may suddenly pitch downward and enter an uncontrollable dive. The most dangerous aspect of a stall is that if it's not recognized and corrected immediately, the plane can crash within seconds. You might hear a stall warning or feel a vibration in the controls just before the stall happens. But if the pilot doesn't act quickly, gravity takes over. The nose of the plane dips aggressively, and the airplane begins to rise. A stall can also lead to a spin if one wing stalls more than the other, further complicating recovery. Stalls can happen to any aircraft, large or small, and in any phase of flight. The key to preventing a stall is being aware of the plane's angle of attack and airspeed. But if the stall isn't corrected quickly, the plane will continue to fall, with disastrous consequences. In the next section, we'll focus on stall recovery, how a pilot can act quickly and effectively to save the aircraft. Now, let's talk about stall recovery, a critical technique every pilot must master to avoid catastrophe. When an aircraft enters a stall, the key to recovery is to quickly and calmly break the stall, regain control, and stabilize the flight. Step 1 is to lower the nose of the airplane. The main cause of the stall is that the angle of attack is too steep, so you need to bring the nose down to reduce that angle. This allows smooth airflow to return over the wings, restoring lift. Avoid pulling back on the controls, which would only worsen the stall and send the plane into a deeper dive. Step 2 is to increase throttle. Adding power increases your airspeed, which is essential for regaining control. The increased thrust helps you climb back to a safer altitude once the stall is corrected. Remember, speed is your friend in a stall situation. Step 3 is to level the wings. In some cases, one wing may stall more than the other, causing the plane to roll. Use gentle control inputs to keep the wings level and prevent a spin. Avoid large aileron movements that could throw the aircraft off balance. As the nose lowers and the airplane starts to regain speed, step 4 is to gently pull back on the controls to return to level flight. Don't rush this step. Let the airspeed build first before attempting to climb. Pulling back too soon can put you right back into the stall. And finally, keep in mind that every stall and recovery situation may be different. Factors like altitude, airspeed, and aircraft type will all affect how you handle the situation. But the basic principles remain the same. Lower the nose, increase throttle, level the wings, and return to a stable flight. A quick and practiced recovery can mean the difference between a safe flight and disaster. Stay vigilant, stay calm, and always be prepared to act swiftly if a stall occurs.